Hey, it's Rebecca, of course. So I taped this great live Facebook for you guys yesterday. If you were there to see it, you saw it. And I could not get it to download and email out. So I'm retaping this today. But who knows? Maybe it'll be better because I know that not everybody's on Facebook and I want to make sure that you guys see this. So this is specifically geared for our Fit Buddy Bootcamp members. So we're going to talk about nutrition because it is 80% of how we look and feel. So yes, we have the best workout program when it comes to fitness and fat loss in the area for purposes of losing body fat, building cardio endurance, getting healthy from the inside out. And yes, we have this amazing community. We have all these tools for support and accountability and tracking and all that good stuff. But there's two things that account for that or go into that. One is the mental aspect, which is why you guys always hear me talking about the coaching of our thought process and our belief system and all that good stuff, but that's for another day. The second piece of it is the nutrition. Nutrition is 80% of how we look and feel. It truly is the make it or break it in order for you to optimize your results and your health. So with nutrition, I am glad to say that we have evolved over the last 6 years in business and hundreds of clients. Now, the base foundational concept of nutrition does not change for me, and that is just getting you to get a healthy nutrition plan, but it's got to be one that you're able to follow, and that's where we've kind of evolved. So core nutrition just breaks down to eating as close to the ground or the animal as possible, in addition to getting enough sleep and getting enough water and all that kind of stuff. When you eat as close to the ground and the animal as possible, you're avoiding a lot of the chemicals, a lot of the extra fat, the extra calories, and it's better for your body. I won't go into an in-depth conversation on that now. You've been around long enough, you know the logic behind it because I talk about it quite a bit. So that does not change. In an ideal world, you are creating meals and you're planning and you're preparing ahead of time and you're doing all that. And that is still one of the now, I think it's 3 solutions that we have for our nutrition path within Fit Body Bootcamp. So path 1 is you stick with that concept. You know that you're going to make the time to do the grocery shopping on the weekend. You know you're going to do the planning and preparation, and you're either going to take one of our sample meal plans or the focus food list, and you're going to pack your cooler and you're going to have your 5 or 6 meals a day, and that's what you're going to do. That's path 1. That's great. That's fantastic. I support you in that always. With path 1, you still want some supplements, and that's where BioTrust comes into play. So BioTrust, again, the reason I choose BioTrust is because, for one, the protein is a good example. Most of the protein, almost all of the protein that we buy over the counter is not, it's full of fillers and added chemicals. So BioTrust is definitely not the cheapest on the block. You save a little bit when you buy from us, could be because we pay for the cost of shipping and all that good stuff. But it is not cheap. It's not the cheapest, I should say, but it is high quality. And I choose to go with them because they choose to invest in their product and development department. In addition to, they choose to be audited by outside people that can verify that, yep, what they say is in this product is in this product. And I know the owners from way back when. They've just grown tremendously over the last few years because it's such an incredible product and they're good, reliable, honest people. So good, high quality product, and you get what you pay for. The other thing to consider is most of the protein that you buy over the counter, your body's not even absorbing it. It absorbs like 20% of it. So you're paying for things you're not getting, whereas you get high quality protein, it's more bioavailable for your body to actually absorb it. So in the end, it may look like you're paying a little bit more, but you're really could be wasting money on the over-the-counter protein that you're buying. So BioTrust as a supplement to a good, healthy nutrition plan, meaning maybe this is your last snack of the day. It's your 8 p.m. Snack before you go to bed. Maybe it's a snack when you're on the go. I've explained a lot of times, I usually have a baggie, like a Ziploc bag that's a serving size of it. I was looking for I don't have a shaker cup in front of me, but I usually have a baggie of this, like a serving size in a Ziploc inside a shaker cup, and that stays with me in my car. So that if I'm stuck, I have a good resource and I'm not looking for something at the gas station, although I've come up with a couple good options for that too. So, and I do occasionally use a Quest bar, but I will tell you that this is definitely better for you, especially when you're focused on optimizing the fat loss, okay? So the other supplements that we use through BioTrust, I'm going to reach over really quickly because it's a little too far away. One is, which one is this? The belly trim. So the belly trim, you can read right on the label. It'll tell you that it's a waist slimming fatty acid complex. Well, what does that mean? Each product within BioTrust is also all natural, based on herbs, based on a lot of research development, double-blind studies. And for example, this one alone, I thought the statistic was on here, but we're talking about absolutely maximizes fat loss with beta group versus placebo group, okay? With the belly trim specifically, it's specifically targeting when we hold fat in our tummy, which happens a lot because it's a hormone issue as we get older. So even if you've never had problems with weight in your stomach before and you're aging like I am, and now all of a sudden you're carrying weight there, this is the product that you want to invest in. Now, another one that we use is Metabo 379. This is kind of like, I hate the word, but it's like a fat burner, but it again is all natural. There's nothing in it that's going to make you feel like crazy, like the old school hydroxycut. Don't get me wrong, I was guilty of that 6-7 years ago. It's got some crazy stuff in it. This is again natural herbs, ingredients, and it again double-blind studies. So the purpose of this is we just screw up our metabolism. Our metabolism naturally slows down as we age. And in addition to that, we further damage it by all this yo-yo dieting. That whole thing of eating super restrictive and then trying to get back on track, and all of that yo-yo that we do, gain 10 pounds or, gain 20, lose 10, gain 30 back, those kinds of things, all of that damages our metabolism and actually makes it slower than it was when we first started trying to get healthy. So this helps stabilize that and get you back on track. So if that's a concern of yours, then you need this. Can you do both of these together? Yep, you can. They're two totally different systems. If you don't have weight, if you're not holding weight in your stomach, or that's really not a problem area for you, do you need the belly trim? Nope, stick with just the Metabo. Can you put two of them together? Yes, you can. So the third thing that I highly recommend, regardless of weight loss, just for overall health and optimal well-being, is the Pro X10. So I'm gonna give you a little bit what might be TMI if you're not like familiar, maybe you're a little bit newer with me, but I'm gonna say this, so be ready. You should be pooping every day. Oh, I know, shocker, right? We just don't talk about it enough, so much so that even once I started getting healthy, you guys know that I started getting healthy about 15 years ago. Dante's going to be 17 soon. He's about a year and a half, 2 years old when I decided. That's a whole nother story. So anyway, so I went years not realizing that it's actually not normal for you to only have a bowel movement every couple of days. And I started having issues a couple of years ago. I'm not great at timing, guys, but I want to say it was probably about 2.5, 3 years ago. I'm not sure. And so I started researching probiotics and started understanding the importance of having regular bowel movements and what happens when you don't. It's actually really toxic. It can make you sick. It can affect your skin, all of that. So I started researching it. I tried a lot of them before I found Pro X10. I sound like a commercial right now, but I swear to you, it's the honest to God truth. Love it. Tons of clients have been on it now. We all swear by it. So you need this regardless of where you're at, whether you need to lose 50, 75 pounds or you're where you were at, want to be, and it's just a matter of like looking and feeling good. You need to have this, okay? So that's path one. Path one is really good foods 24/7, or not 24/7. You can still enjoy your treat meal, but most of the time, 98% of the time. And you're getting supplements through making sure that you get enough protein with the BioTrust, all that good stuff. Path two is fairly new. This is a system that allows you to make the food prep process a lot easier. So it is a system called Isogenics. Now, Isogenics is a company that I worked with about 7 years ago before I moved to the Inland Empire. I really don't know why I stopped, but I was using their products back then for myself and with my clients and absolutely loved them. And what happened was most recently when I went to my Fit Body Bootcamp Mastermind, one of the Fit Body Bootcamp Mastermind, a smaller group of owners, super passionate, very high level of people. They're all of the owners are amazing. We just, in the mastermind, it's just a smaller group of people that choose to make additional investments in coaching and making sure that we're getting together and we're on the right path for the best, the greatest good, and being able to reach the greatest number of people, all that good stuff. So it's amazing energy every time we go, but we're always learning and growing together as well. So I was having a conversation with one of the other owners, my good friend Bryce. He was talking about client results, which is always like, how can I help you guys get better results? How can I help you be more accountable? Those are always in the midst of these conversations too. And so one of the things that the conversation led to the fact that he was using Isagenix with his members, and it created a system that was an option that was a lot easier for most people to follow. Then if it's easier for you to follow, then you're going to follow it, and of course you're getting better results because you're actually sticking with it versus having to do 6 meals a day is sometimes challenging, and people, what's the word I'm looking for? The compliance of it's just not there for some people. So the other advantage of Isagenix is the way they build their system. So there's multiple facets to it. I've been using it for a week now, about a week now, and absolutely love it. So what I decided to do was create just a beta group. This is just going to be a small group of members. There'll be a couple of non-members that I just personally know, and or they're a spouse of a member. I'm okay with that too. But because we're only doing a small group to start, you are going to apply to make sure that you're truly committed in following the system, right? So the advantages to doing the Isagenix is not just convenience, but reality is that with the way our food is created today, even when you are eating whole, all natural foods, they just do not have the vitamins, the minerals, and the nutrients in the food itself anymore that we need for our bodies. So I've known this for 7+ years, and I have a ton of supplements in my cabinet. Reality is that Isagenix has put it within a lot of their different products so that your body is actually being fueled and literally you're getting healthy from the inside out. In fact, one of my other friends that is an owner up in the New York area, she's a registered dietitian and she's very nerdy in a good way when it comes to all of this. And she actually has the system that will test your cellular level health, so the health of your actual cells. She had been doing the whole food system with a group of her members for a long time, started using Isagenix. Some of the people that were on the whole foods were willing to take on Isagenix. They wanted to make it a little bit easier for themselves. The others stuck with the whole foods. The difference in the two groups is the people that did use Isagenix at a cellular level, their cells actually became much healthier than those that were following full compliance with the Whole30 whole foods type system. So again, further supports the fact that we aren't getting what we need even when we try to eat well with whole foods, okay? So that's part of what this does. Now, it comes out to be about $10 a day because you're going to not only have the shakes, which remember though, it's replacing 2 of your meals for the initial 30 days to get you started. So you're doing the shake system as well as, or I should say this is a meal replacement. It's not just protein. That's the difference. This is meal replacement. This is just protein. 2 different purposes. So with the meal replacement, you're replacing 2 of your meals, but in addition to that, they have, I'm again looking around, I don't have it in front of me, but they have a system that is called like a cleanse support package. And one of the things, if you've been with me long enough, you know that I've been experimenting with, because I always work on myself first, and do the research and whatever. Intermittent fasting is something that I've been looking into for the last probably about almost 2 years now. And we did do it in one of our 6-week challenges last year. Now, it worked really, really well for a couple of people. For the majority of people, it's really hard to follow that process, myself included. On a fast day, it's hard to just truly fast, mentally and physically. What Isagenix has done is they have created a cleanse day to where they have a supplement in addition to the cleanse that allows your body to really relax your digestive system and supports your blood sugar levels, so you don't feel as deprived. You don't feel as lethargic. You still can function, and you're getting that nutritional support while you're essentially fasting / cleansing. You have like little what we call snacks throughout the day to help stabilize your sugar levels and all that kind of stuff. So if that sounds intimidating, if I can do it, you can do it. It took a while for me to get it down, but and that was without any kind of support. So now with Isagenix, we have not just the cleanse, we're not just fasting and not having anything all day. There's actually a nutritional system that allows your body to cleanse without feeling totally deprived. Hope that makes sense. But I'm super excited about this system for many reasons. Initially, I just got the shakes to, again, try it out, and I decided I want to put myself on the whole system for a couple of reasons. One, I'm turning 43 in a couple months, and I would like to lose a little bit of body fat. And what I'm realizing is even myself, I'm not making the time to do the food prep as much as I would like to, or I'm getting stuck out and about more often than I think, because as you know, we're doing this awesome thing and we're moving to the Calamasa location and we're building our team up, and there's all kinds of awesomeness going on, which has me running and kind of more, I'm on the road a lot more than I typically am. So I want to make sure that I'm still fueling my body, that I'm still working towards results that I want. The other reason I want this, and I'll tell you why I think it'll help you as well, is for things like I don't know if have what the right word is, but I had a major challenge with adrenal fatigue. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but basically my body just pretty much started shutting down about October, November of last year, which was completely foreign to me, and it's been a struggle. But you're kind of supposed to take a lot of time off, and I did for a little bit. I kind of didn't have a choice but to take some time off from working out and whatever for a little bit, but I probably wasn't the best patient. And I'm starting to feel some of the results again, because you're really supposed to take it easy for a while. So anyway, because Isagenix has these various products that also have what's called adaptogens, and this is really crazy. It's been hard for me to get my mind around it, but I've been doing the research for over a year now on this specific topic of adaptogens. The basic way to think of it is that it is a supplement that literally kind of goes into your body, seeks out what's wrong, and starts fixing it. And there's different types for different reasons or different focuses and all that good stuff. But Isagenix has this adaptogen. So I'm really excited because I truly believe it's going to increase my cellular health. It's going to help me recover from this challenge that I've had. But the same is true for whatever the condition may be. Now, I'm not saying that it heals anything. I'm not saying that it's a fix for anything. It's not a medical solution by any means. All I can tell you is that these supplements are going to make you healthier and less toxic from the inside out. And when your cells are healthy, you have a better pH balance. When you're less toxic, the disease or whatever it is that is wanting to bother you has no choice but to be reflected away. I hope that makes sense. So I am super excited about this. We're putting in orders this week, and to all transparency, I said this on the live too, it is absolutely one of those, I always lose the word, MLM, multi-level marketing, something like that, MLM. So, but I have no interest in the business side of it. Any product that I share with you guys is because I truly believe in it and because I know it will help you. So I have no interest in the business side of it. I have no interest in trying to get you guys to become reps or anything like that. I just know it's a good product and I want to share it with you. That's it. But because there is what do they call it? Like a setup fee with Isagenix, they are doing a special promotion where they're waiving that setup fee this week. So I'm trying to get you all signed up this week, and it should take less than a week for us to start our product. So that is path 2. Path 3 is the solution with my good friend Andrew Judson. So he is, and his team are holistic nutritionists. So they will be the solution if you want to do the whole foods route, but you want someone to tell you exactly what to do. Meaning you fill out an application for Andrew as well. He looks at more so for a health profile standpoint, and then he comes back to you with what would be the best plan for you. So it's a customized meal plan with what your likes, what your dislikes are, based on your current body composition, based on your health profile, all that good stuff. And it is completely reasonable priced. So that is a good solution if you want that, if you like the idea of just doing real food and you want that step-by-step hand holding. His entire team is awesome coaches. They're great at constantly servicing you, following up with you, making sure that you're feeling good, that you're on track. If you have any questions, they're answered properly, and it's completely reasonable to do that with him. So that would be path 3 if you choose to do that. I'll send you the link to work with Andrew as well. The second piece of this, or I shouldn't say the second piece, but maybe the fourth path is when we do these transformation challenges. And yes, we are getting ready to do one real quick thing. So path 3 with Andrew, it does not make sense to do that if you're doing the isogenic system. When you get to a maintenance point with isogenics and you're only using it to supplement, like if you get stuck, that type of thing, then it would make sense to combine Andrew and the shakes for convenience. But if you're going on the full 30-day system with me for isogenics and you're going to take that journey with me, then it doesn't make sense for you to do Andrew at this time. All right, so path 1, whole foods on your own with some general guidance in terms of focused food list and sample meal plans. And obviously you still need to supplement. You've got the belly trim or the Metab, all the BioTrust stuff. Path 2 is the full, kind of done for you isogenics program. A question, could you do the BioTrust supplements that are specific for the various areas in addition to isogenics? Yes, you could. So isogenics is path 2. Path 3 is Andrew and a customized nutrition plan. Path 4 is when we do these transformation challenges, which yes, we have another one coming up. This one is Girls Night Out. I'm actually going to start it the week after Labor Day, so September 6th, we're going to start with the orientation. Then the official start date will be the week after. And with that Girls Night Out, it's super awesome program. As you know, our transformation challenges, if you haven't been with us for a very long time, it's a time in which even our members look forward to it because it takes our focus and our objectives and even our coaching to a next level. It's also a great opportunity for your friends, your family to join us, see what we're all about, or completely new people that just heard about us through a Facebook ad or what have you. These challenges are this same workouts as our normal program, but when we get a group of people together that is a smaller group of people with the same common goal and objective of, for example, that 6-week objective, it creates power and community that just we can't replicate in the bigger spectrum, and we're not alone. The way I created these challenges based on, again, research that shows the most effective way to transform is get a coach with a proven track record to be successful that's going to support, motivate, encourage you, give you the tools and the blueprint to be successful. Surround yourself with like-minded people, which is what we do by creating the group of people that will join you. Doing an online community accountability. So that's literally why we do the private Facebook group. And you've got the complete blueprint and you've got a short-term deadline. Those are the principles, the pillars of a successful transformation in any area of life. So that's why we do these challenges. So with our members, of course, you guys get a discounted rate and it's a special deal. And with our outside members, I can send you the information for you to get your friends and families involved as well, or refer people, all that good stuff. Now, with this 6-week challenge that's coming up, guys, the 6-week challenge is just for women this time because we're going to focus on some special needs for us ladies. But the next one after this is going to be a 28-day, and that will be for men and women, so stay tuned. So back to this 6-week challenge. It's super awesome. Not only are we working on empowering, we're going to do a couple special events within that 6-week period, and with it, my good friend Diana Coulian wrote, who happens to be Beatrice's wife, the founder of Fit Body Bootcamp, but she's also a best-selling author. She created Recipe Hackers, and I forget the name of the other book, but anyway, she's fantastic. So she created these meal plans, and their weekly meal plans with grocery list, with recipes, all of that great stuff is coming with this 6-week transformation challenge. So you will get all of that in the challenge, and you'll have the option to either follow that program and that plan if you want to do the meal prep, if you want to do the recipes and all that good stuff. and or you can be doing the Isogenics program with me as well. From a nutrition standpoint, you can pick either outlet. And if you're on Isogenics, yes, and you do join the 6-week challenge, which I encourage you to do, you're still going to get all the meal plans. You could always use it later if you want to. So I hope that answers all of your questions. I'm super excited that we have so many options, but I know that the more options you have, the more confusing it can be at times. But if you have any questions or you're not sure what would be a good fit for you, just let me know. Probably the best way to do that would be to go ahead and fill out the application for the Nutrition Elite program, which is where I'm going to focus on the Isogenics for the next 30 days. And I'll let you know if what path might be best for you if you don't feel like the Isogenics is the right pick for you at this time. All right, guys, I hope that is super helpful. I will keep doing these Facebook Live videos as well. So as much as possible, I will plan them ahead so I can answer your questions live. And if you are not already actually following me on Facebook, make sure to do that. Make sure you're on our Facebook family page so that when we do little motivations here and there, you can get it live and feel empowered and inspired in the moment. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Believe in you. Bye.